This is the Steropsis.
Prophet or Pastor Ebuka Obi and fake miracle. Now, I'm not saying Ebuka is fake, but this is not the first time this is happening where somebody gives testimony and later find out that the person was actually lying. If you're a Christian, you know that it may not be Ebuka Obi's fault, or it may still be his fault, because I think there should have been a very methodological way they would have interviewed the person and tried to find out some things before allowing the person to give the testimony. But that's just for another time. Now, what is actually going on, and I must say for some of you who are very close to Ebuka Obi, I must say that Ebuka, to me, does not look like somebody that is fake. But there are people that this kind of thing that is happening does not actually encourage the Christendom. When somebody gives a testimony and they find out that it's fake, because of social media and all those kind of things, a lot of these things will make people think that all miracles are arrangees. Now, any person that says that all miracles are arranged, there is nothing like pure miracle. I don't have any arguments with you, but I want to tell you that you've not seen, and it's just pray to see miracle. But you've not seen a miracle to say that miracle does not exist, there's just an arrangee. No problem. I don't have anything to reply to you. But just my only thing is that one day I pray that you will encounter a miracle. When you encounter a miracle, you'll be the one to actually defend miracle. There are fake miracles, there are real miracles. As a media person, there is something, I've also worked some churches and I understand how these things work. And I'm more this is some other Pentecostal churches who are actually media exposed. I must say there are a lot of things I don't really like the way it's done in Ebuka. I don't know people who are handling it. Sometimes when I see some other piece of content, I wonder why they allowed the guys in the media allow this kind of thing to come out. There are times where somebody is talking, and you know that it's not God. Sometimes it could be clumsy, it could be lousy in some of the statements he uses, and that's why that kind of thing should be edited out or removed from the whole thing. You understand? Unless when he's live, that you know that these kind of things could actually not be walked around. You understand? And then, but sometimes you see where he says some other things, or even where you know that he was just catching crews and all those kind of things. Those things are actually placed online. There's a reason why a lot of the churches, when you go to give testimony, you don't hold the microphone. You're interviewed properly, and then the interview is written down. They just summarize what you told them. You know, some people can get to you and tell you, this is what, like people who are interviewing them can interview them about a testimony. And then sometimes when you say you are healed, they want to see your medical report before, like they want to see where you were examined and proven that you had this kind of disease and then healed. They want to also see whether you've gone to test to prove that this thing has actually been healed from maybe a trusted medical center. And now, do you know that some people can go to that place after going through the interview section, they come out to give the testimony is a quite different thing. And that's why you see when people give them microphone, when you deviate from what you told them, the microphone is taken away from you. Or when you start crossing the line, they take the microphone away from you. These are guidelines. These are the media guidelines, and these are principles of this thing that other men of God came out with. Because of these kind of things, because of all these kind of things, they try to control a lot of these things that go out to people. Because even not for you alone, you could discourage a lot of people from the church. Now, let me give you an example. There is a very popular man of God in this country. I once attended his program. He came to Enugu and I went to the program. And when that thing happened that time, I was very curious. But now I'm beginning to understand where those kind of things should be in place. So, as a lot of things were going on, I wanted to video inside the church. So I stood up trying to capture some other part of it. Somebody stepped to me and said, please, you are not allowed to video here. At the end of the service, we are going to have this thing posted on our site, on our YouTube and all our platforms. You can go download it from that place. It's free of charge. And he actually explained to me and said I should stop the recording, and I stopped it. Although I wasn't happy that I wasn't able to capture my own, but later on, it made me to understand why they do that kind of thing. You know, when a message is preached, there are a lot of times when they listen to it, there are a lot of places they try to remove, a lot of places they try to correct and all those ones. And they want to have one version of the message online. So that when you release the music, you sing and then you have one of those versions. When you do maybe a kind of remix, you release it also. It's controlled. Now imagine in a church or maybe the conference where you have like 5 people recording or 10 different people recording same event. Especially for men of God, there are times where the people who are capturing are not capturing the other ones, and you could see that they will release a lot of these several different parts of this same program. You understand? Even things that are not A-worthy will go online and all these kind of things. So the reason why this thing should be controlled, and it must be controlled. And like for Ebuka Obi's guys, I think people who are working in the media need to up their game. And I've stayed with work with men of God, especially in that capacity. And there are times when, even when we are live, it's something we discuss with him. When we are live, and there are a kind of inappropriate other things, or when the man goes off, and then we switch over to some certain things where he's talking, and then even when he goes offline, sometimes he comes in to tell us, hope you went offline that time. Yes. He's a human being, he understands. So these are the things that they need to talk with the media guys, those who are managing the media and all those kind of things. There are some that Papa may not be within the line. What do you guys do? Go offline. You know how these things are done. You go offline and use other things. Then when things calm down, you get online, and then things continue. That's when you are streaming live. When you are not streaming live, this thing will be taken care of when you are editing the video. You understand? And I must say this thing because this is causing a lot of problem. The man of God believes that some people are actually after him, and he's not wrong by saying that. You saw a Reverend Father's video where he said that Ebuka Obi is actually against the body of Christ. That what he's doing is the fake miracles and all those kind of things. So, I don't know about that, but I think men of God should have taken your time to maybe reach him privately. But these things do not actually bring the body of Christ together. Because Reverend Father who is saying that also, imagine a lot of people who are actually going to be confused. A lot of young boys will be confused. A lot of young Christians will be confused who to even follow or the ones to follow, because there are a lot of things, there are a lot of confusion. Because some people believe in him. You understand? Some people actually believe in him. For real, 1 or 2 things, they've received a miracle that convinces them that this guy is real. Now, there are people you cannot convince against a man of God because they've seen firsthand. Maybe somebody healed, something happened to them, and through this man, they got that thing. When that breakthrough or that kind of thing happened, it's like a kind of discovery. This man becomes their man forever. So, I don't think we should be fighting, especially when it has to do with men of God, clergies, who we all respect, and they come out to be fighting one another. There are people who I believe should be in this, or you should try to reach out to the person privately. You guys should have, I think the PFN should have a place where they should call these guys to order, write to them, say, Oga, like all these are papas. I think that should be most of their work instead of allowing this thing to go the way it's going.